purpose. Well, we're telling you, yeah, it's okay to be angry, but don't let your anger result in violence, because you will always lose that.
Yeah. Let me bring to see just historically to see, because it's a trend that's happening that happened before, even in the aspect of Dr. King. I'm sure many of you seen documentaries or movies or something with it in it. Their movement was peaceful. It was the police that turned it violent.
That was their assignment.
And that was their assignment, to turn it violent. Okay? The movement was peaceful. I mean, there was many a time they got thrown in jail for no reason. But the movement was peaceful, and as a result of that, because it was peaceful, it was able, you had Dr. King able to go and sit with presidents and say, here's what's going on. Because it was peaceful, he was able to sit with leaders and make change happen. Now, it didn't happen overnight. A lot of people got hurt, a lot of people got killed. But the thing is, because the movement was peaceful, change came about. Because the young man did what he did in killing officers, it took all the focus off the peaceful movement. So what we're saying is, yes, you get angry. And yes, a lot of us got angry. I got angry. I mean, it hurt to see what was going on. But at the same time, I knew, just like all these gentlemen know, we got to put the anger, we got to bring the anger in and say, okay, we're upset, we're angry, but we got to find a way to challenge and say, you know what, we're going to take this to another level so we can go sit with leaders, sit with policemen. Just like Stowe said, they were able to go in there and say, point this person out. Had he done something wrong, or had he said something and it caused a confrontation, he'd have never had the opportunity to point it out.
And let me say this too real quick before I want to flip the script on this conversation too. There's a saying that I came across not too long ago that goes like this. The minute you have to resort to violence, you lost the battle of intellect. Okay? The minute you got to resort to violence, the minute you got to resort to your fist, is because you got outsmarted. You got beat mentally. And I'm going to tell you, as you grow up, I'm going to tell all of y'all as you grow up, not just Malachi, even though he's the most outspoken one, I want to make sure all of y'all hear it. When you grow up, man, the biggest muscle in your body you're going to need to have is the one above your neck. I don't care what you do. I like to use Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. Everybody know that Thriller in Manila fight. Everybody, you don't care how old you are. You know about that fight that Muhammad Ali had with George Foreman, who was a monster. I mean, a monster, and Ali went up against him. And Ali said, I'm not gonna try and outpunch a monster. He beat him with his brain. In boxing, where most of you who don't know what you're looking at will think that boxing is all about who hit the hardest. And that can be no further from the truth. So as I said again, if you are in an encounter, I don't care if it's with a police officer or with another brother, and you get to the point where you want to hit him, and you actually do hit him, because you can want to hit him. There's a difference between want to hit him and do hit him. You can want to hit him, but then you can say to yourself, you know what, that ain't the way to handle it. You can digress, and you can go back to using your brain. Or you can just lose your mind and go ahead and hit him. And if you do that, that means now that you stop thinking. Your brain don't work no more. So remember, man, as you get older, you better learn how to use your brain. Because your fist ain't getting you out of everything. As a matter of fact, your fist ain't up getting you into more stuff. But let me flip the script on this conversation a minute, because we talked about the tragedy that exists with cops plucking brothers out one by one. So that's what's happening, one by one at a time. But you know what, man? More lives for young guys like y'all, more of your lives get snuffed out by your own actions than by a cop's actions. I heard a few by your own actions more than a rogue bad cop will do it. I'll go to this example. I was doing some research the other day on men and boys research that I do, and I'm trying to come up with 3 areas that you guys experience in your lives that we can focus on as an organization. Those 3 areas I came up with was education, juvenile justice, and employment. And you know what? Let me ask you this. If all y'all know sports pretty much. You with me, Eric? You still with me? Anthony, you still with me? All of y'all know sports pretty much. If you had a basketball team that won 5 out of 10 games in a season, did they have a good season? They didn't have a good season, did they? Football team, won 5, lost 5. Is that a good situation? Nah, right? So everybody can understand percentages then. So everybody understand. You feel me on that, Jamari? 5 out of 10, that ain't good, right? Won 5, lost 5, that ain't good, right? That's 50%. That means that team won 50% of their games. And we all agree, Anthony, that ain't a good situation, right? Well, let me tell you this. Do you know that in Broward County, you all live in Broward County, do you know that in Broward County, only 5 out of every 10 of y'all graduate from high school? Do you know that statistics say that in Broward County, only 5 out of every 10 of y'all graduate from high school? Now, let me just put it to you this way. If you don't graduate from high school, Sco graduated from high school. Gary graduated from high school. Donald graduated from high school. Sean graduated from high school. I graduated from high school. Ramon graduated from high school. Am I lying? If only 5 out of every 10 of y'all graduate from high school, the 5 that don't graduate, you want to know how many of them, statistically speaking, how many of them end up in prison or jail somewhere? 3. 3 out of those 5. So, who snuffed out whose life? Do you know hundreds, thousands of you brothers don't graduate from high school every year in Broward County? Thousands. Cops killed 4 or 5?
Yeah. Every year?
I don't even know. They probably don't even do 4 or 5, right? Not even that. So, even worse. Even worse. Cops killed 1 or 2.
Maybe.
In Broward County?
Yeah. I like that. They don't even kill that many in Broward, but even if it was 15, you still got 15 to thousands, Malachi. Malachi.
Listen up.
Malachi.
Listen.
Malachi. You're not feeling me.
I feel you, man. I understand.
You got 15 to thousands. Thousands. Y'all snuffing your own lives out. Now, I ain't gonna go around the room because I ain't calling nobody out. But y'all need to check yourselves. How many of y'all snuffing your own life out?
I want to echo what Coach said. I mean, I watched the news because that was one of the things I looked at doing. I watched the news in whether it's social media, whether it's television, whether it's radio, I listen to the news. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking where in certain areas where there's a drive-by. There's a drive-by. It's us. It's us. It's us. That's what Coach is saying. You know, the thing is, we're echoing it, saying, look at the police, but let's talk about the elephant that's in the room.
Because if you ain't in school taking care of your business,
exactly,
then you basically out in the street not taking care of your business.
And you're rolling, like I said, you're rolling 4 deep in a car. 2 knuckleheads in there saying, let's do something that's not right. The other 2 sitting in there saying, maybe we shouldn't. And all of a sudden, all 4 of you caught up into something you shouldn't be into. But if you were where you're supposed to be, you wouldn't be caught up in that situation. See, the thing is, yeah, we're on a national, as Coach said, on a national level, what happened is wrong. But let's look at what's happening, what's wrong inside our own communities.
Let's look at what's happening that's wrong inside our own chest.
Exactly.
show today, I had a guest DJ. I've been DJing with 7 years. And, you know, so you want to talk about things that y'all have in common, you're great at your mental function. You were there. And the first thing that we were able to talk about is us being in this spot. The club would be DJ at the S6 in between Brooklyn Green Projects, Scott Projects, and Brown Southern Miami. Y'all probably never heard of this, but in general, when you first watch First 48 come on, that's the neighborhood they ride.
Yeah.
I take that same trip when they showing from the Miami Police Department coming down the side of the 112 to get to work every Thursday night. And so what we talked about in and out is how many people that we come in contact with in the club that, you know, this week, and we have an RIP party for them the next week. Like, literally, you know, they killing 2 streets over from each other, 13th and 14th, and the things ain't been getting along like the Hatfields and McCoys for the last 15 years. And they walked 1 street over and shooting, you know, a dude that they was just talking to a couple of minutes ago.
Right.
Only thing that I can say is the level of respect that the motor that I work for down here is amazing, because the club sits on 36th Street, which is in the middle of that neighborhood. Nothing ever happens on 36th Street. There's truce on 36th Street. You know, they can be shooting on 35th. When you get to 36th, everything is calmed down. So what I'm saying is to say that I've watched at least 20 to 25 people since January this year that we have an RIP party for them on First 48. So you can add months, I mean the weeks from January to now, but 25.
There's somebody down there, J1. Right there.
There's a lot, but I'm saying that to that part for what they're saying, that ain't none of these cats was killed. And one of the dudes that was real good was his name Ronnie G. The dude that killed him on the police car. He was running across the street, the police were right there, so I guess he was expecting the police, and the police got out his car, got behind the car, because they were shooting so much. And when they killed him, we bailed one time, police car, that's when he died. But they got, so you know, y'all got in a situation here, in what y'all dealing with, where you got to worry about him coming after you tomorrow. You know, y'all, it's not that kind of pressure, but you're getting, you know, in other areas right down the road, where they're killing each other every day. If you ever want to see what's going on, go on your phone and type in Chicago.
Oh yeah, Chicago murdered like a 97 right
Yeah, but I mean, no, you're looking at 40 to 45 people getting killed in a week.
Chicago murder.
And it's not the police that's killing them.
Right. That's the thing about it. That's the thing about it. It's not that. See, that's what I'm saying. So we're focusing on that, and we need to. But at the same time, fellas, what I'm saying to you, I want y'all to hear me. You know, focus on trying to see what you can do in your community to make your community where it's a safer place. I mean, because the thing is, if you're around it every day and you turn a blind eye to it, are you helping the situation, or are you just letting the situation happen? I mean, we have to look at the aspect that we have to be the ones that take care of ourselves. Yeah, we're mad, and we're mad at what happened, the situation that happened, we're upset, but you know what? Doggone it, we need to be mad at what's going on in our community, and we're not doing anything. You say Black Lives Matter? Okay, let's start the protest and saying, let's start inside the community. I'm hearing about it on a national level. Let's bring this thing home and start working on it on a local level.
But you know what, Rev? It goes even deeper than that, in my opinion. I mean, and I respect your opinion. It goes even deeper than going into the community. Y'all got to go into each other, your own check.
Exactly.
You got to go into it. It starts inside of you.
Exactly.
How many of y'all be frustrated when y'all be stopped by the cops? They just be pissed off already as soon as they stop. You know what I'm saying?
If I got something on me.
Like, yeah, but you pissed off just because they got you stopped by the cops. So, it gets you that. It's the level of frustration that really make you angry, right? Like, why is that? You want him to feel the same way you do, right? You want him to be frustrated. You want him to be angry. Don't allow him to change your outlook on what's going on. So when I say that, don't allow him to push you into a situation. Don't allow him to make you say something out of the way. Because the longer he sit there, aggravated, agitate you, and he can't get to you, now he getting what? Frustrated. Now you win when you walk up, and now he pissed off like you was pissed off. He stopped you, you got pissed off, but you turned the table by not reacting the way that he wanted you to react. Like now you walk off with a smile. They might kick people, be hot because he really can't do nothing else, you know. And even then, if you do something, you won, sir. You won. But in reality, the same frustration that you felt when you first started, he feels now because he couldn't do what he intentionally wanted to do. We got to win another way sometimes.
Yeah.
Trust me, from like, God is one that you know what we see before. And I'm a habitual violent offender. Been to prison 3 times, arrested almost 22 times. 90% of the time it was something to do with fighting off. Battery on the video, so I ain't no hand to walk through my hand. But like, you know, I knew back then it wasn't killing me. Yeah, and some of them thought they was deep. You gotta take that badge off. Like, oh, it's what you for real. Yeah. I had a little something for myself, so I knew once that badge came on through, it's back in. I would kill him too. But I grew up and realized that, you know, I wasn't winning. Like now, it became, like I said, it became a bad situation for me because half of them, when they pulled me over, now they know who I am. Oh yeah, you want to put your hands. You got my homeboy, but you didn't get me. And so you know now, I thought at one time I was like, man, you know, they took me to jail. Boy, you see that? I got it. And that ain't, man. I say, I wish I did get after that. You know what I mean? Because I put myself in a situation where every confrontation with them is going to be just that confrontation. And when, you know, man, I was getting married. I was on my way to my person that was me and my wife at the time. And they pulled me over and they ran my license. Trash out of the car. After they dragged me out of the car, they lay on the ground, searched the car. 45 minutes, we 30, they tell us to not look up. Are you Gary's phone? Yeah. Well, that's okay. Yeah, okay. 45 minutes searching the car, you know, looking for guns or whatever it might be. And then came, dropped my license by me on the ground and said, y'all have a license. Hold on. You know, but in general, if you don't run my tag and see that I got all these other charges that I've already, you know, committed, when you run that, oh, that's, man, he got it. He don't even stop you, probably. So, you know, as upset as I was, you know, I had to get to a state of life where I said, you know, how much of this have I done for myself? You know, by doing all the things that I did, but how much of like, you know, now when it happened, I'm hands out the one into y'all, so I ain't reaching to get nothing if you need life stress on my lap here. You know what I mean? I know that y'all
learn. You learn, right? You learn.
You know, fellas, one of the things that I think, if you, as Coach was saying earlier, and I think that thing just resonates, you all look at yourself internally. Let me ask you this question. How many of you wake up in the morning saying it's going to be a bad day? I'm serious. No. I mean, I'm not saying that laughingly or jokingly. I'm serious. How many of you wake up in the morning and say, this is going to be a bad day?
I'll never do that.
No, hold on. Before you go into a thesis here. Hold on. What I'm asking the question is, how many of you wake up in the morning and say, this is going to be a bad day? By show of hand. Okay? Now, when you say that, you've already opened up the channel for yourself to walk into something bad. You already claimed that before I go out this house today, something bad is going to happen. What I want you to do, and I'm saying this for a reason, what I want you to do, and I'm not saying to do anything, just when you get up and you look at yourself in the mirror, just say to yourself, you know what, today is going to be one of the best days of my life. Just say that. I'm not trying to tell you to say something like a complete poem, but just look in the mirror and say, today is going to be the best day of my life. Every morning, keep saying that. And you know why? Because if you start saying, you will believe it, but then you're going to transfer it to somebody else. Because one of your boys will come up and say, man, this is a crazy day. You're going to already know in your mind, no, bro, it's going to be a great day. It's going to get contagious to him. Eventually what's going to happen, we can start dealing with things internally, or we can start changing ourselves, and then from that we can start changing our community.
And like Rev was saying too, this conversation today about the police and the shootings and the police arrest and all that wasn't intended perspective on how to, deal with those feelings as well as those situations. But I'll tell you something though. I got a call today from Margate Police Department. A call out of the clear blue sky from the Margate Police Department today. They wanted to know if I would come down to their office. The lieutenant, the guy would call me, said, my lieutenant wanted to know if you want to come down to the office tomorrow. I want to meet with you. They want to meet with me. They want to meet with us because they know that we got y'all, that we have your ear, that we talk to y'all, that we have these sessions with y'all every week here and elsewhere. They reached out to us because they want to work with us to try and see if they can connect with y'all through us. But that's what Men the Boys is. That's where we've got ourselves to.
But if you was a police officer and you had a badge on like that, I would have listened.
Well, let me ask you this: when I talk to the police tomorrow, what would y'all like me to say to them?
Stop harassing.
That's why we're recording this.
Stop profiling.
That's why we're recording this, because I'm gonna show them glimpses of this.
Stop. Feel me, like if I'm walking.
Okay, I heard you, Malachi.
Yeah,
What about you, TJ?
Stop profiling.
What would you want me to tell